Bubba Wallace here from 2311 Racing. Funny thing about being fast? You end up waiting. A lot. First to show up, first in line, then just waiting. Me, I rev up Chumba Casino. With over 200 social casino games, no slow lanes here. Why sit around when you can spin?
Start your engine!
I'm already racing. Your turn. Play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello there. I'm Danny Marsdon. Murder's been my beat for a long time here at the Mid-City Sentinel. It was exciting stuff, and I loved it. I used to think there was nothing more exciting under the sun. And then, not long ago, the chief called me into his office.
Danny, I'm taking you off the murder beat. I've got bigger work for you to do. Murder is sensational stuff, but it's pretty unimportant compared to the big things that affect everyone's lives every day. Don't you agree?
Well, I argued, of course, but my chief is quite a persuasive guy. And now almost every week when I come to my desk, I find my assignment scrawled in the chief's handwriting. And when the boss starts writing notes, he really means business. Well, maybe one reason I like the new job is the fact that the boss gave me a full-time assistant. And as an assistant, Nellie McCoy's the real McCoy. Nellie, what's the missive from the... Hey, buddy, I'm Danny Marsden from the Mid-City Sentinel. How long have you been on this picket line?
Too long, mister.
Look, can you slip away for a coffee at Jones?
Well, sure. Yeah, sure thing. Hey, Bill. Bill. So that's the way it is, Mr. Marsden.
Oh, call me Danny.
There just doesn't seem to be any answer. I get $1 an hour in the plant making hosiery, see? Management says that because of competition, our prices can't be raised. And I'm getting all that the business can pay. The stockholders are getting nothing. Up until a month ago, the plant was just carrying on, hoping for a break. And management was stalling off the directors and the stockholders.
Yeah? Well, then what?
Well, another plant started underselling us with a line of equal quality.
Oh, that puts your plant in quite a spot.
Sure. The directors have been chasing the manager, and the foreman put the heat on us, right down the line. And the whole thing happened just when our union put in its bid for a wage increase. The boss said he couldn't pay it. And here we are, on the picket line.
Well, you don't think there's going to be trouble, eh?
No, I don't think you'll get any kind of a story of that kind, Danny. We got a leaflet from the boss yesterday. He's been burning the midnight oil, he said. Says if we'll go back to work at the old rate tomorrow, he thinks he's worked out an answer that'll be satisfactory to everyone. The committee's meeting tonight, and the rumor is we'll be back in the shop tomorrow and see what comes up.
Are you optimistic?
A little bit. I want that raise, and I kind of think it'll come.
Oh, but isn't that a tough problem for management? Oh, it's got to pull 3 rabbits out of a hat. More for you and more for the stockholders and cheaper hosiery for the shoppers.
I still think it's worth going in there and pitching. I'm willing to give management a crack at it, Denny.
Good luck to you. Well, Nellie, we've made a start on this thing anyway. Say, what happened to you?
Never mind me, Danny. Just say I got roughed up in some research.
Oh, you look like you've been run over by a steamroller.
It was much worse than that. But look at these stockings I picked up for 90 cents.
There's a guy I know wouldn't think too much of that. Now, let's see. So far, I've found that a factory which is making no profit is a dismal place. Without profit, the worker gets no increase in pay. Without profit, the stockholders get no dividends. When there's no profit, the poor old manager is being chased from every corner. The workers want increases he can't give them. Investors want some return on their money, which he can't give them. Well, what did you find out in your corner, Nellie? What's the consumer's problem?
I ran into a few of those consumers, Danny, but hard. Let me put it this way. Shoppers, especially the female of the species, are absolutely heartless. They're strictly for bigger packages at lower prices and let the chips fall where they may. And they'll switch their trade overnight to the nearest competitor to save a nickel.
Okay. And I've got another research job for you.
Danny, even for you, I don't like to risk my life.
Now, Nellie, this time you're going to research the other side of the picture. I want you to go and talk to an investor. Now, this is Jean Rinaldi, 42 West Orchard Street. She's a widow. Has 500 shares of stock in a hosiery company I'm interested in. Well, that and a small annuity is all her husband left her when he died a couple of years back.
Couldn't I get away from stockings this time, Danny?
Now, remember, kid, it's going to look good in print. Research by Nellie McCoy.
I'd rather go dancing at the Ritz.
And when you get to see Mrs. Rinaldi, take these stockings along, won't you? I think she'll be interested.
Yes, that's right, Miss McCoy. Look at them. 500 shares. Nearly everything poor Joe had. And they're just paper. Just paper.
Why don't you sell them?
Sell them? Who'll buy part of a factory that's making no profits? Who'll buy part of a factory when the men ain't even working? They're on strike.
They only want more money, Mrs. Rinaldi.
Don't I want some money, too? Land sakes, I don't know what I'm going to live on. I wrote the manager, but what does he tell me? No one's buying our hosiery. That's a fine thing.
Speaking of hosiery, Mrs. Rinaldi, look at these. I got them for 90 cents.
For 90 cents? Let me see 'em. What store? Do you think they'd have any left? Maybe